in 2 weeks.
I know, sir. It is a...
I'm not gonna have it. I want this boy expelled, and I want him expelled now.
Sir, I understand your
We ain't gonna have this at school.
I understand
Look,
your
I
frustration.
want to see you at school. We're gonna have a set meeting. You understand? You got time at school, man? Play there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, well, I'll see you then, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, no problem. No problem, sir.
Mr. Wallaski,
Mr. Warlarski, I know that has been a great worry on your mind here.
yeah, it seems to be quite the issue, Mr. Stark.
I understand that, Mr. Sobchek.
Now, I've been looking through Mr. Ryan's documents here. It says his mom passed away.
That is true.
She was struck down by a fast-moving freight train
Very true, sir.
in 2009.
It was a freight train out back of the house. They lived down there. And,
Yeah, down on where she live now?
that lower neighborhood.
Lower neighborhood.
By the railroad tracks. But yes, she was unfortunate.
South Central?
Yes.
Okay. Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh, down by the Piggly Wiggly.
Not true, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, this has been an issue, and I have here. I've already written a letter to the superintendent requesting that we have Mr. Velocity expelled. This issue,
Well, sir,
I cannot spend any more time.
Here's where I have to disagree with you. I think that there are other measures that can be taken. As you just said, his mother died, and he has a very great deal of weight and burdens. He's carrying a younger siblings.
But Mr. Stark, please understand, this was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I mean,
Sir, I mean,
his
you
behavior
understand
is completely unacceptable. We just can't he can't be going around punching little girls in the face.
with a father in prison who was abusive.
Oh, his father's in prison now.
Yes,
I didn't
sir.
even know he was in the
Yes.
picture.
Yeah. Well, he's not.
He's not in the picture. Okay,
He
okay.
is in prison now.
He's in prison. Okay.
He lives
What
with
for?
with
You know what for?
burglary, and
okay.
assault of some sort. But
Breaking and entering. Okay.
yeah. But he lives with the foster family. It's difficult sometimes to get them to cooperate. So you can see some of the angles we're looking at in this situation here. We have the deceased mother, the imprisoned father.
Look, you don't need to
foster
get into all
family.
the background and
These would
I
be some of the
can
environmental
empathize with some of
factors
the best of them.
that would be
Look, I
playing into
understand.
his behavior, sir.
Look, I understand.
Expulsion, I just feel is very, very,
Mr. Stark,
final.
I hate to interrupt, but what exactly is the problem? Can we reach a problem? Is it a
Sir,
situation?
I believe that we can reach a solution here. If we have identified the problem, we know some of the factors that play into this problem.
What are they, Mr. Stark?
Well, we know when.
I believe you've written a behavior order
you look
here.
at the scenarios where he did hit another student, and many times, sir, many times he was provoked. He was, with the scenario of hitting the girl, he was actually hit first. She kicked his shin. And
Well, why wasn't this reported in the first place?
sir, it was reported. The other students' parents were notified, and they just took it as, Mr. Warlarski.
Have you called them? Have you talked to them personally?
Those parents are not really my concern. They are not.
Well, they're not your concern.
My students, my student
Oh.
is Mr. Warlarski. As I've said, I've contacted his parents multiple times, and it's difficult to establish a connection with them. But I feel that within this school environment, which you make very comfortable, sir, and accommodating, that we could work something out with Mr. Warlarski. I know you've done so in the past with other students.
Mr. Stark, I'd love to work something out with you. I took some notes here on the issue at hand. Is there something that we can do to keep Ryan, his aggressive behavior and his demeanor and his overexcited assertiveness is gone too far? There simply is no line. He crosses every day. And like I said, I've already written my request for his
There's
expulsion.
no need for that, sir.
So you need to give me one. We need to come up with some reasons.
I have
I
a
would not
good
submit
reason
this
in mind
to the
that
board,
may
the
work.
state board of education.
I have a good solution, sir, in mind that would work.
That's interesting.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Mr. Warlowski, he finds solace in being in my classroom. I've noticed him, he succeeds very well in a smaller classroom like I have. And if maybe perhaps throughout the day we could pull him into my classroom and we could talk about anger management and some things that are going on that maybe he doesn't feel comfortable discussing in the bigger classroom.
Now I noticed here through his files, Mr. Stark, that there are no behavior modification policies
True,
that have been
sir.
written into his IP.
And part of that is because he has remained in the general classroom and, well, we just, I mean, he functions well, his academics are...
Yeah, but last week he punched a kid in the crotch. We just can't.
And,
He can't be doing that.
Right, Mr. Sobchek, that is understandable. I think that with these behavior modifications, if we implement them, they will be a success, and there will be no need for an expulsion.
Well, then I'm gonna put this on your head. This is all on you. You've got 4 weeks.
Thank you, sir.
You got 4 weeks. You got 30 days, approximately 30 days, to come up with a plan, collaborate with your colleagues, and if there's anything that you might need, any questions, requests, anything that I can do to help you put in place a plan, that within those 30 days, if we have go without incident, no incident, in the next 30 days,
Sir.
then I will tear this up, and we will his expulsion will be off the table. But until then, it is very much on the table. I'm serious about this, Mr. Stark. This
I understand your
this
concerns,
behavior
sir.
is unacceptable.
Your
and I
concern is
cannot have
for
it.
all students, and yes, I do understand. And
Okay.
I've
Well,
never let you down before.
well, your
so
records are
I
pretty
will-
clean. Your records are pretty clean, and I trust that you made the judgment. I wanted to be very clear with you that this is something that we need to take care of.
Sir, I do agree.
And I want to
sir.
thank you for coming by today. I know you're
Thank
very
you,
busy. I
Mr.
know you're very
Sobchek.
busy. I know you got the after school. You got the rock and roll band on. I know you're working with Mrs. Wheeler down in the music center. So I understand you're busy, man. And I thank you for stopping by.
I would like it if you told your wife. I'd like some of that good fried chicken that she makes.
Oh, the
That
fried
would be
chicken.
amazing.
And the
Yeah,
collard
right,
greens.
yeah,
The collard
right,
greens.
yeah.
Have you tried those mom pop? How many fried chicken go on for you? Some collard greens.
And I will get busy working on this, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and take these are some of my notes, some of the concerns I had in mind. So go ahead and take these. I prepared them for you.
All right, sir.
And I'm going to go ahead and keep on to Ryan Velosky's records here, and I will take care of them. Until then, like I said, you got 30 days, and I will have something in writing for you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. All right, I will
All right.
see you.
Thank you very much.
Sunday
Thank you much
for
for your
that.
time. We'll,
Fried chicken dinner.
Yeah.
My wife and me would be very glad if you had us to dinner.
you inviting yourself over, Mr. Starr?
Sir. Well,